Yo, how is everyone doing? So I thought I would do a bit of an update regarding the potential training ground update that's been coming out. We'll talk a bit about transfers, and we'll even touch on some Crystal Palace news and Man City news that's happened today. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off just basically. Craig Hope has basically put out something that's been reported on various different outlets. Obviously, I'm not using the Daily Mail just because I'm not subscribed to them. But we're going to go through. They're all kind of said multiple different things, and basically, the owners are looking to be buying a training ground worth £200 million. We know. I think it was like 115 million or something they put into the club. I think it was the summertime or something. It was earlier on. It was last year in 2025. They pumped some money into the club, which was said to be towards the training ground. So it's looking like we're going to get in the training ground first, stadium to follow. Still unsure when then, not heard a lot, but I'm presuming it's probably going to be training ground, then stadium announcement plans at some point. So I was kind of hoping there would be some more information that's come out about this, but it hasn't been yet. So we're going to go through, adverts. We'll go through this and keep on swapping between the two. So it's saying about Daily Mail, which, like I said, that's what Craig Hope has come out with and said. So what it's on about, it's saying basically, because this isn't directly affecting the fans, which obviously a stadium would be, but obviously this would be for the team. So it's over in Woolsington Hall, which basically is about 5-10 minutes away from the football ground. There's also a lot of football players that actually live quite close to it. Where is it? Here. So so the outskirts of Newcastle, like I said, right near where the airport is. It's a 5-minute commute from the Darris Hall, where many of the squad live. So there you go. Which is obviously Benton's a bit further over. It's like southeast, I think. I haven't got it up on map actually. Yeah. Where's Benton? Over here, down here. So as you can see, this is the airport, and this is Woolsington Hall. Obviously, you got Ponteland right over there, and then the airport here. So literally, they would come off the airport, and then you're at the training ground, which, to be fair, is very good. And with what we're hearing, £200 million state of the art, that is going to be up there with the best and biggest stadiums and training grounds in the world, like some Man City, Real Madrid, surpassing many other training grounds, which is good because obviously when the PIF came, even Amanda Staveley came out and said that the training ground that we originally had is championship teams even had better. We were using wheelie bins for ice baths and everything back in the day. Obviously, that's all been, the infrastructure there has been upgraded since. But yeah, Christ. So this will be a very big step in the right direction. So it says, when the PIF and the Rubin family bought Newcastle, they were led to believe that a brand new state-of-the-art training ground and much bigger stadium will be quickly planned. Obviously, it's been delayed quite a bit. See if there's much more in there. Not much more in this one. I think this one's had a little bit more, a bit better information. But yeah, obviously they're saying they've been made improvements on the Bentham site, which we know, but it's still very far off. Obviously now we've got Dave Hopkins as our new CEO. So yeah, could be very interesting. They're basically saying it's going to be like a 10 out of 10 training ground, which will see us for many years to come. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this unfolds. But I thought I'd give a quick update on that. I'm going to quickly touch on the Crystal Palace information that's come out today. Absolutely unbelievable scenes that's come out of Crystal Palace today. I don't know where I stand about the football club at the moment because they're losing a lot of their great players. Obviously, the likes the loss of Eze in the summer. Oliver Glasner has confirmed that he's going to be leaving Crystal Palace in June. He is not going to sign a new contract as he wants to get a new challenge. He said he confirmed this months ago, but obviously it's really kind of just came out today. Well, more information's kind of come out today about it. I think it's mainly because of what's happened on with the Mark Gahey situation. So, yeah, Crystal Palace is going to be in a bit of a turmoil when it comes to this summer. They need to reinvest, need to get some new managers in. We'll see how they go. Hopefully, it doesn't hit them too hard, but losing their manager and their marquee players will be. They've got to try and keep the rest of their good players, like obviously Jean-Philippe Mateta. He's going to have to try and be kept here along with some other players they've got. But yeah, so basically this is what's come out. Breaking news, Mark Gahey to Man City, official proposal of about £20 million. He was going to be going on a free in summer, so Crystal Palace basically kind of had to sell him in January to get some money, so 20 million is quite good. Otherwise he would have went for nothing, sort of like Trent did. The only asterisk on this, so it doesn't sound that crazy, but the problem is, so Mark Gahey will be getting a big sign-on bonus like he would if he was going to as a free, because basically he can kind of use his leverage to say, look, if I don't sign for you guys now, I'm still going to have other suitors, whether it's Arsenal, Liverpool, even us. We went for him before for like between 60 to 70 million a couple of years ago. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, all these teams have been looking to get this guy. So he could basically say to them, Man City, look, my sign-on fee was going to be, say, £10 million or whatever. If I come to you now, I need reassurances and I need a contract to say, I still want that. So that's kind of what's going to have happened there. I reckon he would have only gone to Man City here if he's had promises and reassurances for the club, because obviously there's a big asterisk over Pep, which is one of the reasons why Florian Wirtz didn't come to Man City. It's been half a year since that transfer window. I've got a feeling that they've either going to have Pep down for longer, or they've basically kind of told him, the managers, that's going to be taking over. So interesting. Very big move, because he could potentially be winning the Premier League, Champions League. Obviously they're on for the Carabao Cup since they smashed us, which again, the cup tie is now again done us a stinker, because here's another player that we're going to be against at now, the Etihad. So let's revert that rule, please. I am not a fan of it at all. It just, like, I'm saying that from a Newcastle point of view, where we potentially are the richest club in the world and we could benefit this in future. I don't like it. I don't think it's fair on any team, even if it eventually benefits us. I'm not a big fan of this. Right, let's quickly jump into some Newcastle news. We'll kind of go through everything. So Joe Willock, he's been attracting obviously some of the Premier League teams, Crystal Palace and Leeds being one. I feel like Crystal Palace won't be in for this, especially now they're losing Mark Gahey. They need to reinforce and get a defender. Leeds is still potentially an option. Actually, didn't Leeds just buy someone as well? I can't think who it was off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it was an attacking midfielder, so they could still come in for Willock. Be interesting to see how it goes. And obviously there's some Serie A teams, there's some other teams. There's more and more traction and more output stuff, that articles are being written about Willock going, so I have a very good feeling he's going to be gone before the end of this window. Basically, Eddie Howe kind of just said all options are still available. We're halfway through the January transfer window and we've not got anyone. I'm slightly worried. We really need to get reinforcements in. But we do have some other good news. Will Asula will hopefully be training imminently, because he had, I think it was an illness or something. But yeah, he's been ill. I think I'm unsure about what's happening with Frankfurt. I know they might not have wanted him straight away because he wasn't fit. So I don't know. We'll see how he goes. He might still end up going by this window. It's gone a bit more quiet on him. Dan Burn is improving. He's been running. He was actually on the analysis desk before the pre-analysis desk before the game that I saw on the Newcastle Man City game. So he is looking a bit better. He's looking like he's lost a little bit of weight. I think he needs to definitely try and get back in good shape. But obviously the thing is, he says here, he's in good shape, but it's here, sorry. He basically needs to manage the pain of his injury. I can imagine he had a punctured lung and broken ribs. That's still going to be painful for a long term. So hopefully he can get through that very soon. And I would imagine start of February, we'll be looking to get him back in the team. Tino Livramento, he's basically just said a lot of them have come out of the blue. A lot of his injuries. He's very athletic, so hopefully, obviously he's disappointed, and so is Tino Livramento. Hopefully he can get over this and get back in a bit of run of form. Luckily, it was a hamstring injury and not something that's going to be affecting him in the very long term. Let me just see if I can get up Fabian Schär's Instagram account, actually, because he posted a picture. Here we go. He posted a picture here of him basically being done his operation. So thank God. Big up to Fabian Schär. Glad to see his operation went well. Even you got the likes of Tino Livramento, Kraft, Solomon Rondon. God, what a man. Mark Gillespie. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Obviously, all the Newcastle players and stuff are liking this. Love to see it. Oh yeah, and here we go. He mentions it here. There it says gone to plan. Hopefully, I'm presuming it'll probably be 2 months before he's looking to come back. Murphy injury not serious. That's good. He says so. I'm unsure what mean for period. So but I'm presuming he's probably going to be coming back very soon. The controversy again. I've said where I stand on this. Personally, I don't think it's offside. I think stuff like this, we're going into a not a great area of the pitch, because in the great area of football, because it took so long. It took 5 minutes to come to this decision. I just think immediately, is this ruled out? Yes or no? If it's I'm unsure, let's keep on looking into this. If you've got to keep on doing that, let's just give the goal. Don't ruin how football is. Wasn't a fan of that. He's that money. Yeah, they just basically said about like where it's gone. We've been buying players. We bought we've bought Voltemada, we bought Visser. We spent a lot. We spent like 200 and something million pounds in January in the summer. So it hasn't just disappeared, and we still are going to be buying players this window, hopefully, and in the summer. Right, so we'll have a quick look at some of the transfer news that was on Transfer Market. We haven't been linked to much recently, to be honest. There's not been many links that have come out. So Alex Scott again, it's all like the same links. There's not really much that's came out since then. Trent again, I don't see us going for someone like Trent. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a bit better. Francesco Moura. He's a left back. Don't think we need, to be honest. Oscar Mingale. I'm never going to be able to say his name. Mingueza. I'm never going to be able to say this guy's name. I'm just going to call him Oscar, like I said. I do think this guy's actually not a bad option for centre-back and right-back. He has the ability to play both. I think he's a fairly good, versatile player. He's still young. I mean, I say young. He's like 26 years old or something. But he's still relatively young, just coming into his peak. I think he's a good squad player, because I'm not looking at players that are going to come in as first-team starters. Granted, there's been links of Tino Livramento potentially going to Man City in the end of this window in the summer, which would be a hell of a lot of money. And Arsenal for Anthony Gordon. I don't see this deal happening. His contract's going for another 4 years, so it's got about £40 million left on the contract. So they would need to buy out the contract and then give us a fee as well. So I would be thinking it would be somewhere between 80 to 100 million. I don't see Arsenal paying that. It's probably too much. He's an incredibly good player, but I think that's too much. And I don't think we should be letting him go, to be honest, even if he hasn't been prolific at goal scoring. Like I said, Daryl Barcola, I personally would like to see him. But, I mean, if I had to choose between Barcola and Mateus Mane from Wolves, I would be going Mane all day. I think he's an incredible talent. The way he's hit the ground running has been absolutely sensational. I don't think he would actually go for a massive amount as well. Like I said, I wish we could actually get him before we play Wolves, but it's definitely not happening because that's on Sunday. So that'd be a good game to see. But yeah, like I said, guys, let me know what your thoughts are below. I wasn't going to do a massive deep delve into the transfer news because there hasn't really been much. I was more intrigued on the training ground and the Crystal Palace news. How is Crystal Palace going to deal with all of this? All the managers go in, the best players are going, or gone, or are going. It's going to be interesting to see how they turn things around. Obviously, since they just won the FA Cup and everything. But either way, guys, let me know your thoughts and everything, and I will see you all later. Peace.